Hi everyone, I'm so glad you're back. My son Stephen found a very old book today, and I'm going to get to read it. I have been looking for this book. It's called Aesop's Fables. Aesop was the name of a man who used to be a slave a long time ago. And being a slave is not a good thing. So nobody should be a slave or own a slave. Well, but he was a very wise man, and he liked to work with the animals. Do you like to be around animals? Well, so did Aesop. And when Aesop was around the animals, he kind of learned some things from the animals, and we can too. And he began to tell a type of story called a fable. And in those fables, they always have a lesson. So I'm going to read you the first one in this story. It's called The Dog in the Manger. I guess before I start, I should tell you what a few words mean. Manger is a place, a container, where people would put hay or straw to feed their animals, like cows and horses. And a beast, when they use the word beast, a long time ago, they would call all animals a beast. It wasn't saying they were mean, that just meant animal. And begrudge. Begrudge is another word that you might not know. Begrudge means, I don't want you to have it. Okay? So now we know what those three words mean. So we'll begin. A dog, like this one, was looking for a quiet and comfortable place to take a nap, and he jumped onto a manger. We'll pretend like my shoulder's a manger. The manger belonged to an ox, which is kind of like a cow, and he lay there on the hay. Sometime later, the ox, returning hungry from his day's work, entered his stall and found the dog in his manger. There's that dog. He's laying in his manger right on his dinner, the ox's dinner. The dog was in a rage because he had been awakened from his nap, and he stood up and barked and snapped whenever the ox came near the hay. The ox is a patient beast. Remember, that means animal. Oh boy, here goes my clock again. Good. The ox is a patient beast, but he finally protested. Dog, if you want to eat my dinner, I have no objection. That means you can do it. But you won't even eat it. And you won't let me have it either. Which strikes me as like a very selfish way to act. And he told that dog. So, what this meant was some, like this dog, begrudge others what they cannot enjoy themselves. So this dog would not let that ox eat his hay, even though the dog was not going to eat it, because dogs do not eat hay. All right, I hope you liked the story. I want to tell you I love you. I really, really do. And I hope you have a good night. And I'll be reading to you again soon. Remember, as much as I love you, God loves you even more. So He always will. If you want me to mention your name, like my grandchildren, Stephen or Serenity, hi, and say hi to you, have your mom or dad just go ahead and write your first name, and I'll make sure to say hi to you as soon as I see it for the next story. Okay, well, good night.